The FBI is launching a preliminary inquiry into the Chapel Hill shootings that claimed the lives of 3 young Muslim students earlier this week. WNCN Today's Emma Wright joins us live in studio with more on this story. Emma, good morning.
Good morning, Steph. And the preliminary inquiry into the shootings is considered just one step short of a full-blown investigation. Right now, Craig Hicks is being held in Central Prison, charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and the shooting deaths of UNC dentistry student Deah Baraakat, his wife Yusor, Abu-Salha, and her 19-year-old sister, Razan Abu-Salha. In a preliminary report, Chapel Hill police say it appears Hicks was motivated by an ongoing dispute over parking. Deah Barakat's brother, however, believes there has to be more than that.
It could particularly be based around the parking spot, but the hate and the anger and the rage was not. If it has come to it where 3 amazing lives are taken from us because of a parking spot, then we are in a more desperate state than I guess any of us have ever thought we would be, but we're not there, and this is why I'm telling you this is not over a parking spot.
Thursday, the FBI released a statement about their preliminary inquiry, saying it's to determine whether or not any federal laws were violated related to the case. Meanwhile, the White House is catching some international flack for not speaking out about the Chapel Hill shootings. The president of Turkey says the silence of the president, vice president, and secretary of state was, quote, telling. Earlier this week, the White House said it would await the results of the police investigation before commenting. Stephen.
Emma, thanks for the latest on this story. As for Craig Hicks, he is being held without bond on those 3 first-degree murder charges. He's now being held again without bond. Hicks returns to court on March 4th.
And the victims of the Chapel Hill shooting took part in all kinds of humanitarian efforts, including a planned trip to Turkey to help Syrian refugees. Deah was helping raise the bulk of that money to give those refugees much-needed dental care. He set up a You Caring fundraising page. The goal initially was to raise $20,000. But since their deaths, those donations have skyrocketed to $291,000, and you can still take part and donate. We've got a link on our website. It's WNCN.com. Thursday, thousands of mourners were on hand to honor the memories of those 3 victims during their funeral. Take a look. Their caskets were carried to the Method Road soccer field at NC State University near the Islamic Center. The father of the 2 women killed addressed the 5,000 people who were in attendance, reiterating his fear that their murders were a hate crime.
We have no doubt why they died. We're not sad about that. We have peace inside. We are not seeking any revenge.
Anger can't bring you back. Anger can't bring Yusor back. Anger can't bring you Razan back. All we can do is honor Deah and Yusor and Razan and live our lives in a way that would honor them.
The 3 were buried at a Muslim cemetery in Wendell.
And students at East Carolina, they held a candlelight vigil on campus for the victims. They say it was a way to show support for the families of the victims, calling it a senseless crime.
These 3 lives are very important to us, and they are like us. They're college students, and without commemorating their lives, it's as though we're losing ours.
It's not just here at home. On the West Coast, college students there gathered for a vigil in honor of the 3 victims in San Jose, California. In addition to the prayers, they also held signs in support of the students and called for justice for the man accused of this killing. In our nation's capital, hundreds gathered to grieve for the 3. They held signs and candles and read letters to show their support. And of course, WNCN continues to follow this developing story right here on WNCN Today, as well as on social media through Twitter, Facebook, and on our website at WNCN.com.